Welcome to integrating your traffic machines. In this video, we're going to take your perpetual traffic machine to the next level by taking your two sources of seed traffic, Facebook and YouTube, and integrating them together. Doing this is going to have a beneficial effect on both sources of traffic. And when you do this correctly, by default, you'll start to see traffic flowing in from Google because a lot of your YouTube videos will start to rank in Google's free organic results. And obviously this is going to have a hugely positive effect on your traffic flow. When you do this, you'll be taking advantage of three of the most powerful sources of traffic on the internet: Facebook, YouTube, and Google. So let's jump into this and I'll show you exactly how to set this up. Now what I have up here on the screen is my Facebook fan page for the Beta Fish Center website. And I shared that website with you in the last video. So I have my Facebook fan page here on the screen, and what I've done, as you can see, is I've added a custom tab to this fan page that says free beta videos. Now what will happen is when someone clicks that tab, they'll go to a page where they can see all of my YouTube videos, but they'll be displayed within the Facebook interface. You can set one of these tabs up, by the way, using a tool called ThunderPenny. So you can fire this app up and you can have one of these custom tabs integrated into your Facebook fan page in just a couple of minutes. Now, when I click that tab, this is what I see. I see basically my featured YouTube video being pulled into the Facebook interface, and then scrolling down a little bit, I see the rest of my YouTube videos displayed there. So what we're doing here is we're giving our Facebook fans the ability to watch our YouTube videos without ever leaving Facebook. And this is really, really powerful because, as I discussed in the last video, the number of views that you get on a YouTube video is one of the key factors in your video ranking well in YouTube and also in Google. The more views you get on a given video, the higher it will rank. So what you're doing here is you're really harnessing your Facebook fans to increase your view count. And one of the great things about this is that you're not getting fake views. You know, you can go out there and you can actually hire different contractors to generate fake video views for you on your YouTube videos, and a lot of people do that. But YouTube's really cracking down on that. It's not a good long-term strategy. Doing it this way, you're getting real views. You're getting views from different real people from all over the world, and YouTube can see that, and they're going to reward you for it by giving you great rankings. Now the next part of the strategy is making sure to post video updates to your Facebook timeline. So whenever you create a new YouTube video, post a link to that video on your Facebook timeline. This gets that video in front of a lot of your fans. Many of them are going to click that link, go over and watch your video, and your view count is going to increase. So this is a really, really important part of the strategy. Don't neglect this part of the strategy. You know, setting up that custom tab is important, but it's more of a passive way of generating views because a lot of people aren't even going to click that tab. You know, some people will, but a lot of people won't. And even those who do, not everyone will end up watching your videos. You still want to have that custom tab because it will increase your view count. But this is really the most powerful part of the strategy, posting on your Facebook fan page and getting those updates in front of your fans. Now let's look at another example. I follow this exact same formula for my Freelance Writing Riches website. Here's my Facebook fan page for the website. I've got my custom tab there that I set up with ThunderPenny. If someone clicks that, they'll be able to see all of my YouTube videos pulled into the Facebook interface. And I'm also updating my timeline with links to my YouTube videos. So my fans are seeing this in their own Facebook accounts, clicking those links, going and watching those videos, and my view count is increasing. Now what I want to do is give you a system for really maximizing your results with this. So when you create a video and load that video to YouTube, go ahead and post an initial notification on your Facebook timeline, just like those notifications I showed you a few seconds ago on the Beta Fish page and the Freelance Writing Riches page. But then also post a repeat notification every 2 to 4 weeks going forward. The reason for this is that not all of your fans are going to see that initial notification. It's impossible to get a single timeline update in front of every single fan in your network. It's just not possible. So some of your fans just aren't going to see it. So when you post a repeat notification, you'll be getting it in front of more of your fans. Also keep in mind that you're always going to be building new fans to your page. So a lot of those fans won't have seen that initial notification. So by posting the same notification every 2 to 4 weeks for that video, you're getting that video exposure to as many fans as possible in your network without being too spammy about it. If you were posting like every day, that would be spammy. But if you space it out with a notification every 2 to 4 weeks, you're all good. Now, eventually, you're going to have multiple videos in rotation. So it's not just going to be one video notification that you're posting every 2 to 4 weeks. Eventually, you're going to be rotating between 2, 3, 5, 10, 20 different videos. So that's going to create a really nice effect on your Facebook page. It's going to get exposure to all of your videos, to the maximum number of fans possible. It's just a really good system overall, I've found. Now, by the way, you don't have to just do this with Facebook. You can do the same thing with your other social media accounts if you have them, such as Twitter. You can post notifications like this using the same set schedule that I'm recommending here. Now, one of the great things about this system is that there's a mutually beneficial effect at play here. When you're posting these great content videos to your Facebook timeline, you're delivering great content to your Facebook fans. Many of them are going to click those links, watch those videos, and we know that when we provide great value to our audience, it increases their temperature. It makes them more eager to get more of what you're offering, and that can lead to new subscribers and additional sales in your business. At the same time, you're generating views on your YouTube videos, and as I've mentioned, that's going to lead to top rankings in YouTube and in Google's organic search results. So I've pulled up an example here. I've typed beta fish diseases into YouTube, and right there at the top are 2 of our videos super glued to the top of YouTube's free organic search results. This is where traffic really starts to become perpetual, because now not only are you getting views from your Facebook fans, but now people are typing keywords into YouTube and finding you through YouTube's organic results, watching your videos, and your view count is increasing that way. And as your view count continues to increase, your rankings in YouTube's and also Google's organic results continue to increase. So the perpetual part of the perpetual traffic machine really kicks into gear here. You're creating a machine that starts to function all by itself. As your views increase, your rankings increase, and as your rankings increase, your views increase, and those things are continually playing off each other so that your traffic starts to grow all by itself over time, with you not really having to do any additional work. So your Facebook fans are a way to kick this whole thing off, but pretty soon, this whole thing kind of starts to take on a life of its own, and it starts to gain its own momentum, independent of your Facebook fans. Yet, at the same time, as you're growing your Facebook fan base, they're continuing to watch your videos too, so they're going to continue to increase that view count. It's just a very, very powerful system. So let's go ahead and look at another example here. So you can see here that one of our videos is ranking for our root keyword, our most popular competitive keyword in this niche, freelance writing. So I've typed that into YouTube. We're ranked in the number 3 spot there. So that's very, very good. That's getting us a lot of views on our video, and it's resulting in a lot of traffic. Here's another example. Type in freelance writer, and that particular video is also ranked in the number 3 spot for that very, very popular keyword, freelance writer. Now, as I've mentioned here, what will happen as your view count increases is that you'll start to see top rankings in Google's organic free results, which is just amazing because you don't really have to do anything additional to get these rankings, and Google traffic is some of the most amazing, most powerful targeted traffic in the world. So here's an example for the beta fish niche, here's an example for the freelance writing niche, and we have many, many additional rankings across our videos, across many of our additional niche websites. Now, a quick story about the power of Google traffic. If you haven't experienced Google traffic before, it's really at a whole other level of quality. And one of the key reasons for that is because people are searching for you rather than you trying to get a message in front of people. So that goes back to audience temperature. If someone is sitting down at the computer with a thought in their mind, oh, I want to find information on how to make money as a freelance writer, they're already warmed up. So they're coming to Google in that warm state of mind, and they're finding your information, and they're already eager to get that information. Whereas with other types of online advertising methods, you're trying to get a message in front of someone who may have expressed interest in that topic at some point, but they're not necessarily thinking about it right at that moment. So it's not as strong of a connection. They're not necessarily warm at that moment. So Google traffic is very, very special. Now, here's a quick story. In 2005, I launched my first niche website, but I was really struggling to get traffic and the site wasn't making any money at all. And after a couple of months of just kind of trying to figure it out and banging my head against the wall, one morning I woke up and I saw that the site had made $42 overnight. And I searched around and eventually I found that this was due to just one single top 5 ranking in Google that I'd finally been able to secure. So from there, that one site went on to make 4 figures per month for me, and it's done so for many years. That site is still making money for me right now to this very day. And again, that's just from one single top 5 ranking. So the site has multiple top rankings in Google now, but that's the power of Google. So you're going to experience this for yourself when you implement the perpetual traffic machine formula. But I just wanted to share that story with you to really get you excited about Google traffic, because it really is an exciting thing when it comes to online marketing. Now I want to share 3 additional powerful tips with you that you can implement to enhance your results with this whole system. These are optional, but they will enhance your results. You can implement all 3 of them or just one of them, or you don't need to necessarily implement any of them, but the more you do these 3 things, the better your results will be. Tip number 1 is to create a corresponding blog post for every video you add to YouTube. This will give you a little boost in your results. So here's an example. I've opened up one of my YouTube videos, and as you can see, it's called Freelance Writing Rates. Should you be charging by the hour? Well, YouTube lets you embed YouTube videos on your own website. So I've also created a corresponding blog post for this video on my website, freelancewritingriches.com, and I've embedded the video right there. So I'm getting my video more exposure this way because some of my traffic's going to be going to my blog, and people will find this post and watch this video, and my view count will increase further that way. You're also further optimizing your video this way because on your blog post page, in your title, you can put the title of the video and make sure you put your target keyword in that title. You can put a description above or below the video and put your target keyword in that description. And that's further feeding information back to YouTube, telling them what keyword you want to rank for. It's going to give your video more exposure and a little bit of a ranking boost by doing this. Moving on now, tip number 2 is to create as many YouTube videos as possible and add them to your channel. The most obvious reason for doing this is that you're going to be able to target more keywords, because you'll recall from the last video, I explained that for each video you create, you'll want to target one keyword that you want to rank for. So the more videos you create, the more keywords you can target, and the more organic traffic you'll be able to get. But in addition to that, when you create additional videos, it's actually going to benefit all of your videos collectively in terms of view count. One of the key ways this happens is if you look at this page, I'm on the playback page for a single video. Freelance writing rates, should you be charging by the hour? But look over there in the right-hand column. YouTube's suggesting here that I check out a bunch of additional videos, many of which are my own. So if you think about the viewer's perspective on this page, they're going to see those. They're going to start clicking through them, especially if the content on the current video they're watching is good. They're going to want more of that. They're going to start clicking on your additional videos, watching those, and your view count is going to increase that way. Now, the third and final tip is to build backlinks directly to your YouTube videos for improved rankings in both YouTube and Google. A backlink, by the way, in this case is when another third-party website links to your YouTube video. And YouTube and Google see that as a vote. They say, okay, if this website is linking to this video, the website must think this video is pretty good, so we're going to rank this video higher. So that is what a backlink is, and that's the power of a backlink. The more quality backlinks that you build to your YouTube videos, the higher they'll rank. Now, just to be clear here, I recommend building backlinks directly to the individual YouTube video playback pages themselves. So when you go to YouTube, you can click on your different videos and you can see in the upper left of the screen the actual URL of the video. That's the URL that you want to be building backlinks to. So I recommend just choosing one video and maybe building 2 or 3 backlinks to it, stepping back and seeing the effect that that has on your rankings. At that stage, you can build more backlinks to it if you want, or you can move on to another video and start building backlinks to that. Again, the whole backlink building process is optional, but it will help your rankings. Now, one of the best resources I've found out there these days for building backlinks is the Link Building book. You can pick up a copy for just $37, And again, this is one of the best, if not the best, backlinking resources I've seen as of late. Again, the URL is right there. It's linkbuildingbook.com, so you can go there and grab a copy. Now, here's a question that I get quite often when I'm sharing this method. How long is it going to take for me to see rankings? Now, the answer to that is that I can't say for certain when you're going to see rankings, and even for us, I can't predict for certain. There's usually sort of a predictable range that it tends to happen, but it's never fully predictable. So all I can say is that when I implement this process exactly like I'm sharing with you, I typically start to see solid top first page rankings in YouTube in 1 to 3 weeks, and in Google, maybe 2 to 5 weeks. Sometimes it's a little bit shorter, sometimes it's a little bit longer, but this is the range that we can typically rely upon for the most part. So we've reached the end of this video. Again, when you follow these steps, you'll be locking in 3 of the most powerful sources of traffic online: Facebook, YouTube, and Google. And your perpetual traffic machine will be set in motion and humming right along. You'll also have completed the seed traffic portion of the machine, which is the most important part. But to really take things to the next level, you want to lock down return traffic as well, and we'll be covering that in the next video. So I'll see you there.